Well, good morning, viewers. Today we're working on this 2015 Tacoma again for the blind spot monitor. I ordered one on Amazon, cringe, but it was 1/10 the price of the OE one, so it's worth a shot. Got to take this bumper cover off. So there are 1, 2, 3 push pins on the bottom and 2 up in this back here. I've already had it off once, so the metal clip on the outside of the top is already popped off. I was hoping I could get this connector off and just plug in the new one. Maybe I'll try and see if I can do that. You also have to release the top cover of the bumper. There's 1 clip here, 2 clips there, and it'll pop up. And then it comes out from underneath because it goes behind here. I might have to do this one too. I can't remember if I did last time. And I'm gonna see if I can get the connector unplugged. I got no communication with this blind spot monitor. I suspect there's water or moisture gotten into it. And I'm gonna see if I can plug in the new one and have communication with it before I actually go to the trouble of taking all this trim off. As I said, I obtained one from Amazon, believe it or not, for under $200. From the dealer locally here, it's like $1,400. And it's a difference between taking a chance and seeing if it'll work. It's the right side, so it's not as critical as the left one, in my opinion. We don't have that many 4-lane highways here in Northern Ontario. But nevertheless, let's see if we can plug it in and make it work. So I managed to get the connector unplugged because I had it off before. There's a release tab that you have to depress, but it's facing the bumper, but I managed to get it with a hook. So I've plugged this in. I'm going to enable the system and scan it to see if we have communication with it before I install it. Okay, so we've got re-ID'd the vehicle. Let's go into blind spot master and see if we have communication with the blind spot monitor. I'm going to go into the blind spot slave. Well, we have communication with it. Okay, so it has to be calibrated. Slave module beam axis inspection incomplete. Okay, so we'll go ahead and install it. So disconnect after you get the cover off. There is 1 metal clip up here that's a challenge to get to. You have to pry it, pop it off, and I'm going to use some urethane adhesive to glue it on there because there's no way you can get to the back of this clip. You're supposed to take the bumper off to do this. Now you have to pry this cover up as well. There's 4 clips here. And then now there's 3 10mm nuts holding it on. So there's a new one installed. I'm sure this one failed because the salts got past the seal on it. I'm going to take it apart and look inside of it just for the hell of it. But you can see the back cover is aluminum, so that's just encouraging corrosion. Put some dielectric grease around the seal and blow the sand out of this parking aid sensor. Clean this off because we're going to put some glue on there. So we're going to use some of this urethane sealer and adhesive on the back of that just to add a little bit of security because I can't install that clip. I put a little puddle of that adhesive behind this plastic ear here, and I've secured it with electrical tape temporarily until the adhesive cures. And I replaced these 2 push pins with other style because they're easier to get in there. So now we're going to have to send this thing for calibration now, I believe, because I don't have the targets to calibrate it. I'm going to see if the scan tool has the option to do it. So previously with the original blind spot sensor, we had loss of communication with blind spot monitor slave. These 2 parts are both the same part, believe it or not, left and right. The left one is the master because it has the network coming in and going out. The right one is the slave. has only 2 network wires. In the previous video, I had confirmed power and ground and the network activity at the actual sensor. So now I'm just curious as to whether or not the Snap-on scan tool had the option of calibrating it, but you need targets to do it, and I don't have the specific targets. Blind spot monitor slave beam axis display, blind spot monitor slave abnormal history. That doesn't say it calibrates. Let's just see what used to display blind spot monitor beam axis information. Please set up the reflector according to the, yeah, so it does. So we're not going to do this, but the system's not going to function until the sensor is calibrated, because right now we have an active code for the calibration being incomplete. So we're going to let it go like that because he's got to take it to the dealer. I'll talk to my nephew there, who works there, and see if he can make arrangements to calibrate this thing. So took the 4 T9 screws out. I had to grind them with a grinder because they were rusted and corroded in there, but I got them out. But you can see the salt has attacked the module internally. That's just poor designing. Aluminum cover. They could have sealed that better. There is a seal on here, but it's not very good. I don't imagine the Amazon one is any better. Probably wouldn't have hurt to put a bead of RTV sealant around the outside edge of it, just to add some further barrier to the environment. But regardless, hopefully they can calibrate this sensor now.